Have you ever noticed that baby faces seem to just age better? And of course, as your beauty bitch, I'm going to break down why this is. So baby faces aging better is something that a lot of people have talked about. I actually made a video recently on why mature faces also age better, and a lot of the comments were like, oh my gosh, no, I have a baby face, like this is so sad to hear. And I just want to clarify that yes, mature features age well, but so do baby faces. So it's not just like one type of face that ages the best. There's actually a couple different types of faces that seem to age very well. So let's start slow. What is a baby face? So a baby face is a face that is typically a little bit rounder. You kind of have like that plumpness in your cheeks. Often it's associated with like bigger eyes, a little bit further apart usually, smaller nose, smaller chin. And it's called baby face because often these features are associated with babies. So if you have baby face as an adult, it's very much associated with that very like youthful, pleasant, innocent, pure kind of look. Exhibit A is my girl Mandy Moore. As you can see, this is her when she's younger, and this is her now. And as a millennial, I'm just obsessed with Mandy Moore. I think she's so talented, so beautiful. She's just perfection to me, and I love her so much. Let's be real, she's a Hollywood girly. She's definitely had work done. But what I will say is that generally, yeah, she looks young here, but she still looks smoking and amazing and super youthful here, even as she's progressed into her 40s, which by the way is not old. I'm just saying that she's definitely older than she was here, but she still looks super young. Let's look at another example, Miranda Kerr, who I think is so stunning. This is when she was younger versus when she was older. She's always kind of had this very round, kind of almost princessy baby face. And as a result, I think that she's aged extremely well. She still looks so naturally stunning as she enters a more mature age. And last but not least, as a proud and nostalgic millennial, I had to include my girl, Hilary Duff. I'm so happy she's making new music, but this is her when she was younger. She had that like baby Disney Channel star kind of aesthetic. Again, she kind of had like more of like those plump cheeks and stuff like that. And now she looks so fantastic. And again, I know she has had stuff done, don't get me wrong. Everyone in Hollywood has. But my point is, generally speaking, she still looks amazing. She's aged so well and she continues to look pretty natural. So why is it the case that baby faces seem to age better? Well, part of the reason is biological and part of the reason is psychological. So in terms of the biological reason, as you age, one of the big things that happens is number one, your collagen starts to break down, and secondly, your bone structure changes. As a result, you tend to get more volume loss. So you start to get those hollows around your eyes. You tend to get hollows around the mouth that lead to those very distinct smile lines, for example, and changes in your jawline. So for ladies like Hilary Duff in the future, as well as a plump cheek girly like me in the future, we probably won't get as much volume loss because we have fat in our face that is kind of filling everything out. And just to clarify, I'm not saying any of these ladies are old, like none of them are super old by any means or at an age where they would be experiencing crazy volume loss. I'm just explaining about what would likely happen given their face shape. The second reason is kind of like biological / psychological, which is that another sign of aging that tends to happen that really accelerates how old you look is sagging. So because us chubby cheek ladies already got a little fat on our face, the sagging isn't that dramatic because it was already kind of there. So as you age and these other ladies who may have had slimmer faces when they were younger start to really droop and it becomes really apparent, it's less dramatic on a baby face because your cheeks were already hanging low. So if they go a little lower, it's not as noticeable or doesn't make you look as drastically different as you did when you were younger. And the last part is purely psychological, and that is even as you start to sag a little bit, even as you start to get wrinkles, the idea of just having those chubby cheeks, those angelic eyes and things like that are still going to kind of cue a youthful spirit to people and in turn just kind of make you seem more youthful overall, which includes your appearance. So this is good news for me because I'm more baby face girly, but I guess time will tell. Again, don't freak out if you're not a baby face. It's just kind of like an observation that I personally had and a lot of people on the internet talk about. But you know what? Aging is natural, aging is beautiful, aging is unique. So it's hard to like lump yourself into one of these groups per se in order to know how you particularly are gonna age. Just continue to maintain good physical and mental health, take care of your skin properly, and that's all you can do. So no stress worrying about other things that you can control. But anyway, just thought this was interesting and wanted to share, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.